in Navasota were thinking, if it could happen to someone who everybody likes, it could probably happen to me.
And even though detectives have a suspect, folks might not be all that reassured when they find out who it is. Lonnie Sr.'s son, Junior, has been down at the station all night.
Dylan, share with
He's been busy
Jackie.
explaining to detectives how a gun matching the one that killed his father happened to be under his mattress.
The story about the pistol.
Good job, Dylan. That's so sweet.
It was a matter of concern. We didn't really have an answer for why that would be.
He's got the means. So investigators wonder if he's also got the motive. Lonnie
They're
Sr.'s
eating it?
close
Oh,
friend,
wow.
District Attorney Tuck McClain thinks so.
There was certainly something.
She doesn't want that dime.
Between Senior and Junior. Junior was
Or
getting
nickel.
where he really, really wanted to step out of his dad's shadow and run the business and be his own boss, be the man in charge.
And that's exactly what's going to happen now that his dad is out of the
Nasty.
picture. Junior's shaping up to be a prime suspect in his father's murder.
Good
So
job,
detectives
Dylan.
want
That's
to
so
know what he
nice.
was up to the night before.
Lonnie Jr. had given us a pretty detailed timeline of what he had done that night.
It's a long alibi that's going to take some time to check out. Even though detectives are sure they're on the right track, with no hard evidence, they've got to let him go.
There was nothing that we had that would allow us to cross that threshold to a point where we could make an arrest.
But before he's released, they collect DNA and test
Eat it,
Junior's
Dylan.
hand for gunshot residue. Although chances
Johnny.
are the findings won't be of much help. The
Look
gun
at
carried to the station could affect the results.
It came back that he did have some gun residue. He could have got some just by hand.
Look at Dylan.
Detectives get a chance to catch their breath.
Do it like you did. Lick it out of the bowl.
Tuck McClain.
Your turn. Your turn.
He's been
Do
keeping
it.
a
Your
close
turn,
eye
Dylan.
on the crime scene, and investigators just discovered some new evidence.
One of the officers who's securing the scene is walking around outside smoking a cigarette. They see a mask and glove 25 yards from the house in a ditch.
The mask, carelessly made from the gym bag, and the pair of gloves might not be connected to the murder.
What I do, Daddy?
But something has detectives thinking they are. So the accessories are sent off for testing.
When someone has a mask on their face, they're breathing.
Dylan, what is that?
We're hoping that we get DNA off of it.
And that just might be their only piece of concrete evidence. Meanwhile, the autopsy
Jackie, I can't see. Dylan.
what
Jackie.
detectives already know.
Jackie, move.
Lonnie Sr. had suffered 2 gunshot wounds, either one of which could have been fatal.
It tells them about the crime, but not necessarily the killer.
He's getting
So
into it.
detectives start looking into Lonnie Sr.'s background for anything suspicious. And as it turns out, this isn't the only case he's been involved in recently.
A separate investigation that was conducted involving 2 checks that had evidently been stolen and forged
Oh, I gotta pee.
on Lonnie Turner Sr.'s bank account.
And this was no random theft. Lonnie Sr.'s godson, James Webb, also known as JB, admitted to cashing the checks. Detectives wonder if he also has a motive for murder. They track him down and find out.
Hey, was you involved in the death of Lonnie? He denied it. He said he was out with some friends, partying at a club in Bryan.
JB's friends confirm his alibi. Even though he is a thief, that doesn't mean he's a murderer. With nothing to hide, JB happily gives DNA to clear his name. Still looking for another suspect, detectives checked Lonnie Sr.'s phone records. And the call received the night of the murder from a woman named Rose Giraldi catches their eye. She confirms she spoke to Lonnie Sr. that night. And police believe she may have been the last person to talk to him. And their phone call that night helps police determine a timeline.
So we started looking around 9:15 to the time Lonnie Jr. called the police department, which was around 11:40 that night.
As the night of Lonnie Sr.'s last breath comes into focus, one hazy figure still remains, and it's his own flesh and blood.
Dylan, come show me what's left.
Jr.
A
Come
lot of
here.
things that made him
Come
a
here.
cash.
So now,
Yummy.
investigators turn their full attention to Lonnie Jr.'s long and complicated alibi.
Are you done?
He claims he got some food and went to his girlfriend's house to eat.
Are you done?
And they both confirmed that he was there.
You lost for the
But it's no
chocolate
surprise
chips.
that Junior's girlfriend is willing to provide an alibi. So detectives
Dylan, come
take
here.
it with a grain of
Show
salt.
answer your face.
Later, Lonnie Jr. insists he made a quick stop at the car wash. Where
What
he
did you
just
eat?
So happened to run into
Chocolate
a
chip
few
ice cream?
friends.
They did confirm that he was at the car wash, but they were unsure of the time frame.
Detectives
Oh,
don't
wow.
seem to be having any trouble verifying
You got a big
his
chocolate
story,
chip right there.
but it's not exactly airtight.
There were still some gaps that he could have gone and ran home and committed this
Give
crime.
it to Uncle.
But
Uncle wants some.
No, I
wasn't
don't.
for sure.
Give it to Uncle.
But the major holes were filled with phone calls.
You gotta break the glass.
Looking at his cell phone records, his cell phone almost continues.
Evil little kid.
We believe the murder